Hey budgeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Mo. I'm 28, working on my financial freedom journey. And if you're returning, hey friend. So in this video, we're gonna go over the first paycheck for the month of December. I definitely need to close out my November budget, but it becomes a little bit easier to close out your previous month's budget once you already have your new month's budget. I'm working in my Mo Budget Less Problems budget planner. Again, I have to say, because I promise you I'm not making this up. People contact me all the time. Where are the budget planners? The physical budget planners are no longer available, but the printables are on paperbuymo.com. I'm still going and running that sale for you guys. So you should see that code is definitely in the description. So make sure you guys go check that out. And then, okay, I have me some tea, you guys. Okay, we're moving from caffeinated drinks to non-caffeinated drinks because when I go one day without a caffeinated drink, the hand starts shaking, my head starts hurt. It's a problem. Okay, the addiction is real. So what I have, you're like, I don't see any tea bags or anything. No, what I have is fennel seed and clove tea. And so what I did was put it in the little thingy and let it seep for about 15 minutes, and I'm drinking it. And I don't know how I feel about it, but this is like day 2 of me doing it. So if I'm gonna drink, tea or black tea, caffeinated tea and coffee, I can't do it as much. Also, before I get into it, these pens, the Pilot pens, Precise V5 rolling ball pens, I do have these pens available on my Amazon storefront, so that link is also below in the description if you guys are interested. The ones that I have, it's 8 of them and they're all different colors, but the one I put up, I don't know if I could find exactly that one, so I got a couple different options for you guys, again, in my Amazon storefront, so make sure you guys go check that out in the description below. Okay, now that we got that over with, let's get into this December. Okay, so I got paid on December 7th. And then my fiance, he got paid on December 8th, which was that Friday. All right. And again, the quote for the month is: personal finance is specific to each person's life, so do not try to mimic other people's budget. I love that. I do. And I know it's easier said than done, but baby, we trying. We are trying. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I got a comment last time on the monthly budget about it being sideways. I apologize in advance. I do, because I do write sideways. It's just easier for my arm. I know it's kind of hard to see, but the good news is, you guys, I do walk you through it, so it's not like you don't know what's going on. Yeah. Okay, so this is paycheck number 1, and I'm turning it even further. So the date here, we're gonna just say December 8th because that's when both checks had finally hit. Okay. So first things out, we're doing zero-based budgeting. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit though. Boom. Okay, so zero-based budgeting, meaning by the end of this month, there's gonna be $0 left. Maybe not by the end of the paycheck, but by the end of the month, $0. Meaning when we start off, there's $0. Okay, so 2 checks we're budgeting here is my full-time and O's full-time. I actually need to write a little more to the side. Okay, so my full-time paycheck is $2,161.97, and then his full-time paycheck, mind you, his is like hourly, so it ranges. This is very specific because he's already got paid. So this is $1,472.31. So I'm gonna do the math for that. We have $2,161.97. Can you guys see that? Because I know last time it wasn't in frame. Okay, and then we're gonna plus $1,472.31. So we have $3,634.28. Okay, not bad. I think because mine is usually salary, it does fluctuate, like when I get a raise or when I adjust my insurance, like health insurance or something like that. But I think with my fiance and his having, hourly, I feel like a lot of people could relate to that a little bit more, because I know that a lot of people's paychecks aren't always the same. And again, I know mine's fluctuate, but it doesn't fluctuate as much like his fluctuate every paycheck period. You know, maybe by change, maybe by $1 or $2, but it fluctuates. So yes, okay. Now we're gonna get into our fixed expenses. These are expenses that usually don't change. Yes, I air quoted don't change because we put electricity in here. Why? I don't know. It just works for us, y'all. Okay, so boom, we got rent. Now we splitting it in two, not because he's paying and I'm paying, but because two checks. So $804 for the first check. I said first check, I meant first check. Then we have internet bill, okay? So our first check is always bill heavy. For whatever reason, even like some stuff don't come out until the end of the month, like electricity, but I just go ahead and pay it off with this first check because it's just easier for me. Y'all see that electricity bill, $93.11. Man, I'm so excited. And I know it was colder, and I'm one of those people who don't like turning on the heat. Hate to say it, and now my skin is dry because of it, but nonetheless, you know, I just feel like you could just walk around the house with a little cover on and get the job done, or like a robe or a sweater, you know. But anyways, I prefer a little bit colder in the house, and being honest, which is why when it's hot outside, it's the electricity bill is super high because I like to be in cool. I sweat too fast and too easy to be hot in the house. Okay, so then we have our car insurance. That's $181. I think it's like $181 with some change. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out when I close out this budget for the month. But car insurance doesn't come out until the end of the month. Again, this is just money that I decide to put aside so it can just take it out this first check and we can just move on, you know, because bills, right? Okay, and then that phone bill, that's still with myself and my mom. And again, that's something we're working on. We have, because I put a goal, we have, or are/am, I don't know, working on like getting a combined account. That's something that was a goal for us because it's kind of been hard for us. We're budgeting our money together, but our money isn't together. So that's been a little bit hard. We're working that out with our bank. We went yesterday. I'm excited. I'm excited because, and he even said he was excited because he's like, I just think life's gonna be easier. And same, friend, same. Okay, let's get the numbers going for the fixed expenses. Just wanted to make sure y'all can see. Okay, so we have 804 plus 51.31 plus 93.11 plus 181 plus 131. Okay, let's minus 1. Boom. And then plus 22 plus 220 plus 197 for my loans plus 71.10. Okay, so the total here is $1769.52. Something weird is going on with the student loans. I don't know if you guys can relate to that or not, but you guys know I write 2 bit, $1769.52. But what's happening is, like, I know my due date is the 15th and his is like sometime at the end of the month, but like my balance has gone down for whatever reason, so they're not automatically taking out 197 anymore, which is fine, but I'm trying to pay it off. So I mean, that can work for people, you know, if you're really not trying to give your children a certain amount of money back. But it just makes it a little harder for me because then I gotta go back and be like, okay, so why is there like $20, $30 sitting in my account? Because my student loans. And then his is saying it's not even due right now, which is weird because it's still gaining interest. I don't know, y'all. I mean, your girl don't know. Okay, $1769.52. We're gonna subtract $3,634.28. So we have $1864.76 left over. Okay, $1864.76. Boom. So I like to go from fixed to variable. Y'all can do whatever is in y'all hearts, but this is what I like to do. Okay. So food, we don't want to spend no more than $350. So for the whole month, so we divide that by 2, that's $175. Now we have car gas. I kind of already put money in my gas tank, which is gonna come out of my last month's closeout. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do nothing because I'm at like a quarter till full and I don't really drive that much. So I think it's gonna last. Okay, and then we have Fun, which we give ourselves $50 for fun money. And then My Fun, again, that's another $50 for fun money. Want to make sure y'all can see this. And then next up we have our sinking funds. Okay, and that's something I really need to do, go over some sinking funds. So I'm going to give $283. You're like, girl, that is very specific. It is very specific. We had couples therapy, which costs like $230. So we need to pay ourselves back for that. That was really good. I enjoyed it. Just getting, people getting to know your significant other better. I'm not mad at that at all. And then we also have a date/giving. Okay, we're doing the alphabetical dates. I think I put it on one of my little reels, TikTok thingies, whatever. Basically, you go in alphabetical order. So you do something for A, B, C, D. A, we did axe throwing. B, we did bread making. C, like drawing on a canvas or painting on a canvas. And D is my turn, and we're gonna do donating. And I don't know if you guys have seen those angel trees. They're all over, like they're in Walmart and they're in Salvation Army. I don't know if you guys can see this. Nope. See, I don't know why. This is why I don't zoom in. Okay, so yeah, the angel trees are in Salvation Army and they're over Walmart, and basically families that qualify that maybe don't make enough money, their children can put their age and say exactly what it is that they want, and then people can just pluck a name and buy them 2 things that I think they said they want. And I think they also put like the clothing size if you want to put their clothing size down, or you want to buy some clothes. So I like that. I like that idea. 573, we're going to subtract that from the remaining 1864, and it's 1864.76. So it's 1291.76. So I say all that to say that's going to be a part of the sinking fund. I was gonna go ahead and just put that in our fun money, but not to say giving is not fun. I just feel like we probably want to do something else, so that's why I'm not including that in the fun. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our savings. Okay. So we have our IRAs. He has an IRA. I have an IRA, and then he has an emergency fund, and then I have an emergency fund, and then we have a honeymoon account, which we haven't put much in, and then we have a his and hers, which is basically our wedding money, and we haven't been putting much in that either. So but we just had to pay for our photographer/videographer, so we're trying to like make sure we can put more money back in our his and hers, because we know there's gonna be other stuff we have to pay for. Okay, so his IRA and my IRA is gonna be $150 each. It's the end of the month. The end of the year. We're trying to get that going and flowing. Okay, so emergency fund, we're gonna give him $169. I'm not gonna get anything from our emergency fund. And then for the honeymoon, we're gonna do $100. And then for his and hers, we're gonna do $100. I do remember in the beginning of the month, this is something I always try to do. For the goals, I try to go back and look at the goals while we're budgeting, because we're trying to get him to $6,000 in his emergency fund. So that's about $600 or something. So we got a next paycheck. Whew, I'm not excited, because same thing with student loans. We have about a $3,000 student loan situation that we try to pay every month. So yes. All right, let's add this up and see what we have. So we have 300, just 150 plus 169 plus 200, which is 100 and 100. So that's $669. Okay, $669. And then I'm gonna take that and subtract $1,291.76. So that's gonna be $622.76 left over, which is gonna go to debt. Now, I have my credit card that I will be attributing some of this money to, because what do I want to call it? What is it called? Thanksgiving. That travel for Thanksgiving did take a little toll on my credit card. So my goal is to just make sure it's paid off with whatever possible, right? So that means I'm gonna put some money from this check to pay it off, and then I'm gonna take money from my sinking funds, because I don't care what I gotta do, but I'm not going into the new year with some credit card debt. It's just not happening. So my credit card, I'm gonna go ahead and give it $250, and then the student loans, we're gonna give $372, because that's a part of our goals. So I feel like that $250 is taking from our goals, as well as some of that $283. And you're like, but it's definitely not the giving. It's definitely the couples therapy, but these are things we need. That's a part of health to me. Health is wealth, right? I feel like mental health, relationship health, all of that. So we're gonna do 250. I don't know if you guys can see this. 250 plus 372, that is 622. Okay, so the total here is 622, and what we have remaining is 76 cents. And again, it's not zero base, but it's real close. So let's go over. We're bringing in $3,634.28 with our fixed expenses, because electricity definitely changes. We're only spending $1,769.52. Like, I'm not mad at that. $1,769.52. So you're telling me our fixed expenses is about, we'll round up and say $1,800. That's not bad. We definitely were way worse. We have been eliminating some bills, or reducing the amount of bills. So I'm excited for that. Also, we gotta figure out our phone situation, because I'm paying for me and my mom, but my fiance is gonna have to get off his dad's plan. So it's gonna be me, my mom, and my fiance basically on a plan. That's what I'm trying to look for. Okay, now we're going to variable expenses here, and food 175. Fingers crossed we can keep in budget. I definitely need to start making like soups, stuff that's a little heavier, that sticks to you, because the pressure, honey, the pressure is getting worse. Because yeah, I don't think we stayed in budget last month, but I'll close it out and confirm or deny. And then we have gas for his car. Fingers crossed that can be the same. No gas for me, again, fingers crossed. His fund, my fund, sinking funds, not bad. $573 is really not bad. I wish we were saving more money, I'm not gonna lie. And when I say saving, I really mean investing. But I know that we have big plans for goals, big plans for debt. And so this is $622 going towards debt, but then you also have to include the $200 over here, so that's another like $400 right here on top of that $600 that's going to debt. So the goal is, once we get all this debt off our back, we can save and invest more money. But yeah, this is where we are. I'm gonna zoom you guys out. This is where we are right now for the first paycheck of December. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys go to paperbymode.com. Again, paperbymode.com, and use that code so you can get some cash off printable items. There are no physical items anymore. Again, I will see you guys in another video. Bye.